Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been a public high school teacher for 30 years. So I have taught almost 5,000 students. And tonight I'm going to tell you about two of them. All right? Two of my favorites. The first one, let's call him Jaden. Because that's his name, Jaden. Jaden had this amazing quality that he would wait and wait and wait and wait before he would answer. Like you'd ask him a question and he'd wait and wait, and then when you get ready to try and help him and ask that, that's when he answers. Like once you say that second, that's when he answers. Even with other friends. Friends would say, hey, what do you have for lunch today? And he'd sit there. And then finally they'd say, well, that's when he's going to answer. Like, you're going to get the information right at the wrong time. And Jaden was hilarious, and I sat him right in front of me. And one particular day, I was talking about perimeter, and I said, perimeter goes all the way around the outside. So, like a prison fence would be the perimeter fence around the outside. And just as I started to say the next sentence, Jaden says, my cousin's in prison. Well, I don't know if you've ever been in a room full of adolescents when someone says, my cousin's in prison, but everybody has the same question, right? What's the question?
What do you do?
What do you do? So everybody starts to say, what does he do? And I'm thinking, what did he do? And right as I start to ask, he says, they don't have a fence. Wait, now, I don't care what he did now. I want to know more about this prison. So I start to say, what do you mean they don't have a fence? And right then he says, sometimes they go to 7-Eleven. I'm envisioning guys in orange jumpsuits, all chained together. One wants a Slurpee, so they've all got a... And all I can muster is, what? And he just leans back like it explains everything and says, it's in Oklahoma. That's it. For the next 5 minutes, we grilled him. For the next 5 minutes, we asked him questions. He had no more information. He didn't know his cousin's name. He didn't know what town it was in. He didn't know where this prison was. I spent the rest of the period Googling prisons in Oklahoma that have no fence. No information. No information. The second student I want to tell you about, let's call him Matt, because his name was Matt. And Matt had this incredible superpower that as a teacher, I answer the same questions all the time. Put it over there. No, you can't go to the bathroom. The same things all the time. But Matt, he had a way of asking things that I have no idea what to say. In fact, I'm going to give you 5 or 6 things that Matt said in class, and I want you to try to figure out what you would respond. So one day we're working in class, everything's silent, and then from the back of the room you hear Matt say, I prefer my donuts to be dead. This is a true story. I never realized, like, I agree. Like, but I love that Matt was accepting, like, he preferred. It's okay, but I prefer. Another time, he shouted out, nobody here works as hard as bees. You've got a good point. Matt had a lot. So I think this was the time that another student in the class said, hey, Mr. Miller, I'm going to start writing down the things Matt said. And I was like, that's a good idea. And so when Matt would work something out, I'd look over at Nathan and he'd like, don't worry, I got it already. Another time, he shouted out, my socks are made of stretchy strings. I've never thought about what socks were made of. So there's dozens and dozens, but I'll just leave you with one last one. One time in class, he says out of nowhere, hey, and he gets this, like, he's trying to be funny. Hey, what's the deal with the British? This is a math class, all right? What's wrong with the British? Nothing here. Now that you think about it, what is the deal with the British? What the fuck are they up to? With their blood pudding and a fake king? Anyway, there's 2 of my students. Thank you very much. Good night.